Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the cabin. It's Monday night, I think July 15th, and it's a beautiful evening here. It's temperature sitting right at 75 degrees and a bit of a breeze blowing, and it was overcast all day, so finally not so hot, although it is going to go the other way towards the end of the week, but that's another story. But tonight I thought it'd be a good night to get some chores done. One thing I got to do is I got to mow this lawn. I've been putting it off, but looks like there might be some rain in the forecast. I'm not sure, but if it's going to rain off and on the rest of the week, then I may as well get it done tonight, and then it's done, right? Anyways, things here are slow this time of year. It's the middle of summer. There's not a lot going on. The flies are, well, the black flies are gone. The mosquitoes will always be here. I don't know. Unless you get a really dry summer, the mosquitoes tend to stay. Deer flies are wicked. Like they were bothering me quite bad earlier. Right now they've kind of calmed down a little bit. I definitely would not walk in the woods. I was watching this other video, another channel, and this guy's in Ontario, and he was saying that the deer flies are just about done there. But, well, lucky him, that's all I can say, because here, the deer flies will be here till, I would say, the first or second week of August, depending on the weather. And then you have the other flies, and they're nasty. Let me show you what I'm up against. Okay, I whacked a couple of these guys so you can have a look. Now, the guy on the left, that's a typical deer fly. And, man, they take a chunk. And, I don't know, fly dope doesn't seem to really stop them most of the time. It works a bit, I think, but most of the time, yeah, they give you quite a bite. Now, look over there on the right-hand side. See that big sucker? And that's not even really a big example. But that's what you refer to as, I don't know, some people call them different things. Some people call them sheep flies. I've heard horse fly, moose fly. They're all the same thing to me. They're big, and they really, really take a chunk out of you. And those are the ones that really drive the animals crazy in the summertime. I can't even imagine what that would be like to be hounded by those things for weeks. Anyways, must be brutal. But yeah, and he's not really even a big example because they actually come a lot bigger than him. I would say he's a medium-sized example. And I got, he's big enough, right? I got fairly big hands. And look at the size of that sucker. Yeah, they definitely take a chunk. Some of you guys might have seen my old lawnmower before. This is the, I don't even know what kind this was. It's definitely from Sears, though. I see the Sears. I see it says Sears down there. Yeah, it's just your average Sears lawnmower. Made in the USA. And, man, I'll tell you what. This is a great lawnmower. I mean, it looks rough. But I've had this 11 years. I've had this lawnmower for 11 years. And somebody gave it to me. It was free. I got it going. And it just hasn't stopped since. It is self-propelled. But it really doesn't work all that well. And I do need to fix the pull cord on it. But I don't know, I just haven't bothered. I didn't think it was going to last this long. But yeah, 11 years later, it's still running. Anyways, that's okay. I think I got a good deal. Let's see if this thing starts up. And it should. It usually starts with just one or two pulls. I know this is kind of janky here, but bear with me. I'm trying to run the camera and I need 3 arms. There you go. Piece of cake. All right, I know you guys don't want to watch me mow the lawn, so that's okay. I'm gonna mow this lawn. Probably take me about an hour or so, and then I'm gonna get back at you. So hang on. All right, guys. Well, that's done. I'm glad to have it done. It was a cool evening to do it, but now the flies are starting to pick up. So, anyways, I'm getting a little hungry, and we're gonna have a great feed here shortly. But to hold me over, I found some nice wild strawberries. Oh, that's really sweet. Delicious. What a burst of flavor. A few more around here. Yeah, that's good. My favorite berry, the blackberry. Love blackberries. Actually love making blackberry jelly, but it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, but I enjoy doing it. So, but blackberries don't come out for another few weeks yet. It's usually, first, second week of August. That's when blackberries come out. Yeah. The other thing I got to do is I got to trim the grass again, or what I like to say, whippersnipper the grass, as I seems to be a local expression. It's what I've always used, anyways. I think that comes from the original tool, the whippersnipper. Anyways, I said that in one of my previous videos, and somebody picked up on it and said, "You said what? Whippersnipper?" I didn't know it was an uncommon thing to say, but yeah, I got a whippersnipper, or trim the grass. But I'll do that next time. It's getting late, and I am getting hungry, so I think it's time to fire up the grill. So tonight's feast is going to be pork tenderloin. Now for pork tenderloin, I like to do an oil rub. And as you guys know, you watch my videos, I love Cabela's open season spices. So the spice I used on this was the roasted garlic and beer. Now my second favorite one on pork would have to be, I think it's the Mountain Man rub. So those are my two favorites on pork. But the roasted beer and garlic is delicious. I got to give it a thumbs up. I'd give it two, but I'm holding the camera with the other hand. Now, I was down at Cabela's, down in Scarborough, Maine, not long ago, and I picked up, now, they had a whole bunch of little samplers, which I got. So rather than buying a great big bottle of a spice that I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, I grabbed a bunch of these little samplers. Now, this one is called Kansas City Rub, and I haven't tried it yet, but the next video I'm going to try this on steak. I think this is more of a steak seasoning, so I'm going to give this a go. I've never been to Kansas City, but and I've never tried Kansas City Rub, but I do have a subscriber from Kansas City. So Becky, if you're watching, next video, I'm going to be trying your Kansas City Rub. So stay tuned for that. Well, cheers, guys. The tenderloin should be done in a few minutes, but I couldn't wait any longer. It's Miller time. Hot. Delicious. All right, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. If you're new, subscribe. Don't forget, you got to hit that little bell icon if you want to be notified of new videos. If you don't mind, also, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that support. And don't forget to leave me some comments below, guys. Tell me anything you want. Tell me how your summer's going. Tell me how you like your tenderloin. Tell me what spices you use. I don't care what you say. Just drop me some comments below. I love reading those comments. Keep them coming, guys. I appreciate it. All right, guys. We'll see you next time back here at the cabin.